everyone, I have some super exciting news today. Show season officially started. We are on our second week of horse showing, and it's been really awesome so far. Unfortunately, I did not film the first week of horse showing because I did get kind of sick. I got a little bit of a flu, and we didn't do too many exciting classes anyways. We were starting out, it was the first show, so we were taking it easy. We were competing at Caledon Equestrian Park. I really love this venue. I feel like a lot of my childhood was spent here growing up because really all I did was horses, so a lot of my summers were spent here. It's a great venue. I love it. The rings are awesome. It's improved so much over the years, so yes, I thought I would also mention that because it's just great. So if you guys ever have the opportunity to go up there and go see some classes, definitely go do it. It's just a phenomenal venue, and I'm so lucky that it's really close to home. Alright, to start our week off, we decided to do a schooling trip in the meters just to get ready for our weekend. As I walk out the in-gate, I'll pick up a trot over here just to get him moving, a little bit awake. I kind of wait for the buzzer, and once the buzzer goes is usually when I pick up my canter and I'll start kind of getting a good pace that I want. So over here I'm just kind of letting him go a little bit forward. He is a very quiet horse, so I try to get some pace going. I'm not used to having a quiet horse. I usually have a lot of hotter horses, but he's going to teach me a lot because he's a very different ride for me. So here's the first fence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I did the 11 in that line. I saw some other riders who did 10. I saw some who did 9 actually when they went on the inside track, so it was very, very flexible. So over here I'm going to this oxer. This was a quiet 7. It wasn't too moving. It rode really nicely, that line. And over here I went on the outside of the in and out, coming to a vertical, which is right down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So definitely the first bending line there, I definitely added. I feel like I could have kept coming and maybe got a different number. And over here to this yellow oxer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that was the 6. That 6 really rode quiet when I was on course. I remember I had to wobble a little bit. But we got the job done, so that was good. And over here to this in and out. Now with Patton, when we jump in and outs, I always have to wobble a little bit because he will usually get that back rail. So I have to be very cautious, but he did it very well. And over here, yes, that was an awful, awful jump. It was extremely awkward because there was an option. So there was an option to jump the Liverpool or just the regular vertical, and I picked the Liverpool because my horse is really brave and he's generally okay with everything. He was beautiful. The Liverpool caught my eye and I was looking at it, which was really, really stupid. Don't ever do that. You should always look at the fence. Don't look at the Liverpool or what's underneath the fence. But it just played with my eye a little bit, and I probably should have been looking at that top rail as opposed of what was underneath it. But other than that, I was pretty happy with it. It was generally a pretty good course. Because it went really well our first trip, we decided to move up to the 110s. The 110s is the same course, just obviously the fences are a little higher. The angle is a little bit different on this footage because my dad was filming me and he decided to get up on the hill and film me. So it's not as great, I find, but it's still useful and you guys can still kind of see what's going on. So over here I'm just waiting for the buzzer to go. And I'll pick up my canter. I actually picked up the wrong lead there, so, I stopped just to correct myself. They give you 40 seconds, so no rush. And besides, it's a schooling trip, so it's about just being consistent and having a good round. So we're starting off the same fence, the vertical over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because I knew the course, I felt comfortable flowing a little bit more, and we were able to get the 10 done. Because last time I did the 11, and I much prefer the 10 anyway, so into this oxford we came forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that should have been a 7. I did the 8 because I found that we jumped in really big, so I got him back, and he surprisingly came back really quick. Because he came back so quick, I just kind of kept holding him because I thought the weight might have been better in that scenario. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And coming over here, I'm just trying to get him a little flowing. I don't want to hold him too much to this yellow oxer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I actually got very lucky in that line because we were a little too forward. I think that if it was any other day, he definitely would have got that rail. And over here to this, in and out. And now there, I didn't get so lucky. We did get the rail. I think we were a little deep, but he didn't really feel like helping me out, which is okay. It's my mistake anyways. But other than that, I was really happy with it. And we jumped the Liverpool, so we were able to correct what I kind of screwed up in the previous trip, so I was happy about that. The only thing I think I would fix about this trip would be doing a 7 instead of the 8. If I had jumped that oxer and just kind of kept coming, I think the 7 would have been done. Came back a little too much, and then I just kept coming back because I felt that might have been a better option. But all in all, I think it was a good trip.
Okay, so my next class of the week was on the Saturday. We did the meter, power, and speed in the big Grand Prix ring. As you can see, this ring is massive. I think it's the biggest one they have at Palgrave currently. And just to get started, we picked up a big gallop. He was very quiet. Like I said before, he's just naturally a quiet horse, and my coach really wanted him forward, so I started all the way at the very back of the ring, as you can see, and just to get him forward. I really wanted him moving. And I've never really ridden him this forward before, so this was something a little new for me. And we start on the oxer over here. One, two, three, 4. Now that should be a 5 stride, but again, we were so forward, we just did the 4. I mean, it worked out, but realistically, I think it was meant for a 5. Then over here to this green oxer, and coming here to the skinny. We went on the inside of that little island there. It's supposed to be the CN Tower. To this, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that, again, should have been a 5 stride, but we were moving so quick this class that I just got that done in the 4. Because he was so forward, I was kind of going out of control here and went on the outside of that island to this natural oxer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, that was kind of crazy. We were so forward and so strung out that I got this really ugly distance to the green, almost like a half stride to that green vertical. Then coming to the oxer here, I went on the outside of everything. We didn't make any inside turns here just because he was so strung out. I felt like I had no control. And then over here to the planks, I tried to get him back a little bit, and then here there was a turn to an oxer, if you guys can see. It's not very zoomed in. It was kind of awkward. My mother filmed, so here to this oxer. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that was meant to be a 4, so that turned out pretty good. Then coming over here, I went on the outside. I probably should have gone on the inside, but we were so fast, guys. I felt like I had no control. It always feels worse than it actually looks. And over here, we were finishing on the oxer at the very end. The oxer at the very end was probably my best jump on course. It was pretty good distance. It was pretty great. Other than that, I didn't love how fast we were. It wasn't good. My coach said we had a good round, for the most part, besides that one vertical, so she allowed me to move up to the meter 10s again. So it's the same course. It's a power and speed again, except the height is different. So I was pretty excited about moving up, but in the back of my mind, I was kind of thinking that because we were so forward in the last class, I kind of wanted him to come back to me a little bit, and I wanted the rideability. You know what? I just felt like I had no rideability, and I don't like that feeling. So I'm starting over here. I'm not starting as far because I don't really want to build that gallop. So I'm coming into this oxer here, and I plan to do the 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The end of that oxer I definitely added. I wish I had flowed more, but I did get the 5 done, so it wasn't that bad, but I felt like I added way too much for the first fence. And over here to this jump. And again, I came on the inside of the CN Tower there, because that's what I did last time, and I like the way that worked out. To this skinny. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is what it should be. It should have been a 5 in the first place. So I fixed that. And then here I came on the inside of this island to this natural oxer. He was jumping so well that day, guys. It was crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I fixed my mistake, thank God, because I was so upset about it. Because I was so focused on fixing this mistake, I actually went all the way on the outside here because I couldn't find my next jump. I knew where it was. I just couldn't kind of see it because I went on the outside, so it was really awkward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, unfortunately, it was a power and speed, and because I took that outside turn, they had buzzed me out, so I couldn't finish to move on to the speed part because I had a time fault. But having said that, the course was very, very difficult. A lot of people didn't go clear, so I actually ended up getting an 8th place for that trip because I thought I rode really, really well that class. I'm super happy. I just wish I went on the inside because I think that would have been a lot better, but I just forgot my jump, so I went on the outside trying to look for it. That happens a lot. I mean, the course was so technical. I had so much to focus on, so many inside turns that I just forgot about that one, unfortunately. But we went clean, no rails, just the time fault. So I'm happy with that for a second time in the 110s. I thought my weekend was really good. I definitely learned a lot, and I was able to fix my mistakes, and that is something that is really important to me. I really like fixing my mistakes. I don't like going home knowing that I did something and I could have prevented it. Alright, so if you guys enjoyed this video, please let me know by hitting the thumbs up. And if you want to see more content, hit subscribe. I love to hear from you guys too, so leave me lots of comments. And I will be competing again this week, so hopefully I can get some footage of that and share that with you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video.